Well, the thing that happens to him leaving the gate, Jim, is sensational. He hits the gate so hard it would have knocked the wind out of any ordinary horse.
Okay, it'll be the left side of the horse hitting the gate as he comes out of the third stall from the left, from stall number 5. There it is. Really, bang.
In fact, the rider could have came off him. That's how hard he hit it. But Ronnie Franklin did a good job in settling him down, but as I said before, see how agile he is. He's in perfect stride already. He's now in, as you can see, he moves into 5th position right on the inside of Sir Ivor with Cadero on, and this is where...
little problem. Problem number 1 comes up. Forget the 3 horses in front for the moment. Look at the 2 horses in back. On the rail, that spectacular bid, Angel Cordero just outside it.
Right. This is where Ronnie said that Cadero bothered him, of course.
Does it look like it to you?
It doesn't to me, Jim. It looks like he could maybe move a small Toyota in there, but...
Why didn't he go on through?
I don't know. He may have elected or wanted to be on the outside. And
look what he did instead.
Here's the thing that he did as a card was set in race riding, to go out over a horse's heels.
That was dangerous there, wasn't it?
It was very dangerous. Now, doing that, he puts himself in great position. He now really has control of this race.
And watch this colt go. When he has any room and the jockey lets him go, he's almost unbelievable. But now he's going to have another problem up in front of him. 3 of the great jockeys in the country are up there from the inside out. Jeffrey Fell, Darrell McCard, and Jorge Velasquez. Now what happens here, Eddie?
Well, instead of going around, he elects to go through. And he's in there flying, gets half a length up on the inside of the leader. And whatever made him decide to make that move, I don't know. But then he pulled him up. And there was room in there, Jim. There was absolutely room in there. He pulled him up, and watch after stopping him how he will exhilarate. And this is a sign of a champion.
This horse, this colt is just unbelievable. Watch him now going all the way around the outside. He has run so far. He was 12 lengths behind at one point there in the backstretch.
But very few horses can you make over one move with. This horse looks like he can make 4 or 5 moves and still get it done. He just could be any kind of a horse, Jim. This is it's just a sensational race.
And after that, after all those adventures, he still had a little turbo boost to turn on and easily whipped his field by approximately 5 lengths. The unbelievable and dangerous run of Spectacular Bid last Tuesday in the Florida Derby. Let's go back to that clubhouse turn, the first problem.
Now, Jim, this is a film patrol that the racetrack takes themselves for the stewards. That's why it's in black and white. And it shows him now going over that horse's heels to get on the outside of Sir Ivor. That move may have not been too bad. But here's the move that I don't understand. 3 horses running head and head. You have control of the race, trying to protect the horse. Why he didn't circle? If you're really trying to protect this horse, why would you take the chance on bringing him in on the rail?
And you're talking about what has already been estimated to be $13 million worth of horseflesh in the person of Spectacular Bid. All right, well, that's the way the race was run. What did Ronnie Franklin, the jockey, have to say about it afterwards? Well, let's listen to his comments right now.
Do you feel like you made mistakes in the race?
Oh, sure. I made mistakes.
What mistakes did you make?
Well, coming to the 3/8 pull around the second turn, I chose to go to the inside, and they shut me off. So I had to come out and go around. But around the first turn, when Angel Cordero shut me off, he was intimidating me, and I was going to choose to go to the outside of him, but instead I went to the inside, and I was taking care of my horse. I didn't want him to bang him up against the fence and everything, which he would have did. So I had to take up and go around him around the first turn.
I want the monkey off of Ronnie's back, the monkey being Bud Delp. I think Bud Delp has intimidated Ronnie Franklin to a degree. He wants to please Bud Delp. I never give Ronnie Franklin orders on most races that we run in, but Spectacular Bid, I give him specific orders to take care of this horse, and I don't want anything to happen to this great horse. He's a great horse. He's probably the greatest horse ever run. And I want the Meyerhoffs, the Hawksworth Farm people, to share my thoughts on it. They love Ronnie Franklin. Ronnie Franklin has won 5 straight stakes on this colt. He's brought him back a fresh horse every time.
Do you feel like this horse is still your horse?
I hope he is. That's up to the owners, you know.
Do you have any indication at all that the horse will still be your mount?
Not really, no, but, you know, the owners know he runs for me and everything, so maybe that'll do the job, you know.
The horse does run for you, doesn't he?
He sure does. For him to run that good Tuesday, he would have to be an iron horse, because he got shut off like 3 times in the race, and he still win by 5 going away.
Ronnie, you have said that this horse is the greatest horse that's ever run. How good is Spectacular Bid?
He's the best horse that ever lived. You know, he's great. You know, it's nothing that's ever going to beat him. After what happened Tuesday, I wouldn't think so.
Just a remarkable show of confidence by the young jockey, Ronnie Franklin. But, of course, Bud Delp, the trainer, has also been talking that way about this colt, Spectacular Bid. Now, that was kind of a serious charge that Ronnie made about Angel Cordero, so we thought we should get a response from Angel, and here's what he had to say. He said, I was never close to the horse, Spectacular Bid, and I found no problem with the race. I was 2 or 3 horses away. Franklin wanted to go around me. I couldn't see what was going on behind me. You could look at the film and see that there was no problem. And finally, he said there was plenty of room between Franklin and me, and that certainly is the way it looked on the tape. But you talked to Walter Blum, the chief steward down in Florida.
Yes, they called him today, Jim, and Walter Blum happens to be chief state steward of Florida. Was an ex-rider, and by the way, a real good rider, and is an excellent steward. And he told me that they reran the movies many, many times, and had there been anything wrong, that Cordero and Velasquez, who he blamed both of them, was never near him.
Okay, well, now, the Colts' next start is expected to be in the Flamingo Stakes on March 24th. We'll be seeing that live with us on ABC's Wide World of Sports, because you're going to be there. But before that, there's a big announcement at 8 o'clock on Monday morning. Bud Delp says he will tell the decision of the Meyerhoffs, the owners, not of him, Bud Delp, as to whether or not Ronnie Franklin's going to ride the horse. 2 questions. What do you think he's going to announce, and what would you do?
Well, number one, I think that he's going to let Ronnie Franklin ride the horse, and in defense of Ronnie Franklin, Jim, this boy won the Eclipse Award, last year, and was leading apprentice rider, so he's not all bad. He just maybe had a bad day. His biorhythm might not have been correct.
You think that he deserves another shot?
I certainly do.
At least in the Flamingo Stakes. Eddie, it's good to see you.